It was a long day in old Pryor. So.
That's what the aliens want.
They can't. Maybe the aliens. Right.
What?
The prostitute story.
I'm talking
You
about
ready?
ass. What are you talking about,
Prostitute story. You guys ready? Are you ready for this? Bondage? I'm in.
I should be able to hire my own tweaker to beat up another tweaker.
Gets high fives from the boys.
It's the stupidest thing I ever heard of.
Good morning with the boys.
Good morning.
Rolos, man. Got me sucked into this Rolo game when I was finishing a Rolo. Came through.
Good evening with the men.
Yes, Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas Eve, everyone.
Episode 59.
Is that where we're at? Almost hitting 60. On the next wave to 100.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Yes.
And from the top.
As always, thanks for being here. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all those wonderful things that we appreciate so much.
Leave a comment. We're feeling lonely in the comment section.
Missing those comments. Oh, yes.
We will be back to Facebook Live after my account has got 60 days.
60 days. Dang.
Yeah.
That'll be about episode 100.
Oh, Brad, yeah.
Heck yeah. That's not terrible.
Not terrible. So what else we got? Fuel in the fire.
Christmas upon us. My family's in town, so it's always super hectic in my house.
But fun as hell, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad's giving you plenty of hell.
No, me and my dad, yeah, we sat down and watched a bunch of football recaps last night. So it's the first time me and my dad have sat down and watched football together in a long time. So that was pretty cool. Like, even my mom was like, the kids were like coming up and like asking me a bunch of questions. And I was like, leave him alone. Leave your dad alone. Because I think she kind of see like me and my dad were over there bonding, doing some
What,
bonding.
you're enjoying yourself and your children have to come and stop that?
Yeah, you know exactly how it goes. Oh, you having fun? Not
Whoa. Having fun without me? Let me come ask you a question.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good. It's been fun. Got my dad to try the snowmobile game, Sledders.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, because I was showing him that.
It is dope your dad is willing to go play the video games.
Well, something like that, where he's like, I was even telling him, he's like, yeah, every time I wreck a snowmobile on this game, it's not 20 grand out of my pocket. And I actually don't gotta put gas in it. I just gotta keep going. It's pretty cool. But yeah, he hopped on the sticks and tried it out. It's pretty funny.
How did you do?
It's a tough game. So he did all right.
He did all right?
He did
But he's a
better
seasoned
than Logan.
sledder. He's a really, really good snowmobile sledder in
Yep.
real life. So it doesn't translate though, huh?
No, it definitely does.
It helped.
Especially if he's not a huge gamer, right?
Exactly. That's where I'm like, it doesn't quite translate.
He hasn't grown up playing on a PlayStation controller, so he's not super familiar with the layout, right? Like for us, when we grab it, we just know, boom.
That's where your hands go.
Yeah. So I will
Triangle,
say
square, X, circle.
he did good. Like he was putting the sled where he wanted it to go, but that game is just so tough. Like if you're not used to playing on a controller and then like you go to play that game that is not optimized in its way of how the snowmobile feels, then it's pretty tough. Like Billy hates that game.
Right, because he loved playing, what is that other snowmobile game? Sled Storm?
Yeah, Sled Storm. But
And
no, he says it's because it's the same thing with racing games for him. You can't feel the car or you can't feel the sled. And when you're on a sled, it's all about feel.
Don't you have I guess the steering wheel wouldn't help.
Yeah, because you're missing on the car is like you're getting those G's and you feel those tires just start to slip, so you need to let off, right? Yeah, it's just like that road feel of what the car is doing on the road. I
Does
get it.
the controller vibrate at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you get a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah.
but not enough.
Yeah, I can see his reasoning behind,
Well, I always think, if you want it to be just like snowmobiling, go ride your snowmobile.
yeah, this is what it comes down to. Yeah.
Especially for your brother, he's a badass snowmobiler.
Mm-hmm. And now that I'm a
If he
little
can
bit,
find some snow.
now that I'm a little bit older, I feel like I could actually put a sled where I want it to. Because like even when I was younger and my dad was snowmobiling all the time, we even talked about this last night. Uh, I wasn't good enough to go on the boys' rides and like my brother had just barely gotten good enough to go on those rides with my dad. Right when my dad stopped doing it a lot. So it's like now that I'm older, I feel like I could actually throw a sled around and like actually throw it where I want it. And I'm excited to try to get up there this year with those guys, with Trav and Bill, and just
I hope so.
get back in there. Good old days.
If your cardio has anything to, or your body has anything to say about it, I'm a little worried for you.
Yeah, well, that's why we're doing what we're doing, and we're building up to being able to not be scared to go snowboard and think about breaking my knees.
I'm actually planning that to go sledding up in
Mm.
Red Lodge.
Like a inner tube sled?
Mhm.
Heck yeah. Do you go actually up the pass a little? Up
I
the
have
pass a
no
little?
idea where the hell I'm going.
Okay.
I'm trying to plan it out better, more than just.
Yeah. Because there's got to be some good if the pass is open and you can get all the way up top.
I don't want to go that far with it.
Well, because there's some really good ones that you could probably just.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to go all the way up the pass.
That'd probably be more like spring stuff, anyways. That would be like when the snow was there all winter and then is melting off. It'd probably be a better time to do that sled.
Oh,
up
yeah.
top.
I'm sure you can get pretty close to the resort, though.
Even at our old play spot, if you go up there on like Memorial Day,
That's fun as hell.
yeah, that little spot where,
I've had plenty of snowball fights with your brother on that.
yeah, I've lived
In the summer.
plenty of days right up there. Yeah, it's a good spot.
Oh, yeah. It's fun as hell.
Heck yeah. Yeah, what you guys doing a big Christmas dinner? Did you guys do Christmas dinner?
No, we're going to be ideally headed over to my folks' home.
Nice. First thing in the morning heading up there?
No.
No. For dinner.
I think it's basically going to be for dinner.
Okay, cool.
I'd be there for like an hour and turn around and come home.
Yeah. It's like me eating dinner tonight. It's just like porcupine balls. We had porcupine balls, yeah. My mom finally saved up enough to get one meal. for
A whole
Christmas.
meal.
Porcupine balls.
All year long,
Good,
saving porcupine balls.
Yep, anytime you see one, you gotta grab it. Harvest season. We're just kidding, guys. It's not actually porcupine balls. It's meatballs with rice in them. which is-
This guy's crazy over here, I know. He's crazy.
And it's pretty funny. Izzy made a classic mistake today. When you are forming your meatball, you have to form it into a cube instead of a ball. So that way you can brown all the sides. And if it's a cube, you can brown all the sides evenly without it, just rolling around on you. But then by the time you boil them in the water to cook the rice, they kind of end up being spherical. So, yeah, Izzy was starting to do round balls. I was like, Izzy, I made this mistake once. It's like, don't do it. It's like, we gotta make cubes. We gotta make some cubes here. Classic mistake.
Couldn't wait to call her out on it.
Couldn't wait to help her get through it. To help her through this moment. Oh.
That is too damn funny.
So Uncle Russ, huh?
So
Uncle Russ
I'm
returns.
literally sitting in my driveway, and Bryce needs to ride over to the muzzle loader to get breakfast. Add that to the breakfast spot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's definitely Billings,
Mhm.
kind of famous little bit.
I feel like I've eaten there, but maybe not.
It's literally right over here.
Maybe not then.
Hmm.
It sounds familiar, but maybe. Who knows? We'll see.
But he's on his way. I'm getting ready to literally back out of my driveway, and then who pops in my window of the Russ? He just literally is like, hey, shout out, newest subscriber. What up, Uncle Russ?
Hey, appreciate you.
I had the pleasure of going through his phone and step by step subscribing him. So
Finding us. Nice.
he's like, I don't get it. I keep typing Mornin, but it's not coming up. And I'm like, let me figure this out for you, Uncle Russ.
Did you do the MWTB pod?
No, I just
Nice.
typed it in how it is, and
Found it?
boom, found it
Boom.
right away.
Right there. Heck yeah.
He kept typing in Mornin.
Morning.
No, he was Mornin.
Morning.
Yeah. I was like, you're forgetting the end there, bud.
Morning. Morning with the boys.
He was out shopping with his wife, and his wife threw him out after an hour and a half.
There's no more. Get out of here. I'm going. Probably because she had to shop for him. Let's hope that that's what it was.
I don't know. Uncle Russ made it sound like she was just,
She was tired of him.
She was
Get out
tired of
here.
him.
Get out of here. Go home.
he seemed like he was pretty happy doing his thing, though.
Yeah, yeah.
If you were married for that long, are you going to
Well, dude, I'm not a
fake
huge...
it a little bit to get out of shopping?
Mm.
I shouldn't be quite so
you
vocal with this with my wife on the line.
You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to fake it to get out of Christmas shopping. But I hate Christmas shopping. Really.
What if the next woman you're with is a huge Black Friday?
Honestly, dude, I have a problem with like the getting out there and like pushing people over to get shit on Black Friday. But Walmart one year did a pre-Black Friday, and it was like the night before, so it was like Thanksgiving night, and it was like a couple hours where you just walk through their main aisle and they had a bunch of stuff out for sale. We got all of our Christmas shopping done on Black Friday, and it was so nice to just not worry about Christmas other than like stocking stuffers and the little tiny things.
Oh, 100%.
So I would not be opposed
But those
to
days are
crazy Black
gone.
Friday. But so is the Black Friday push everybody over for a TV or shit. That's well gone as well.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. What do you have? When's the last
I
time you
don't
saw
know.
one of those videos?
Before COVID?
Yeah, I don't think they do. I don't think it's that.
No,
crazy
like,
anymore. They
I
do a
wonder
lot of
if
online
they-
sales.
I wonder if that was half the reason behind COVID, to get Black Friday under control.
Wuhan, China was like. Yeah, we'll leave it at we'll just leave it at that.
Oh, I forgot to write that on the Bamski's board.
Oh, did we? Nice.
I was supposed to go meet up with old Tim and then do the Fiji with him if he's listening. My bad, doggy.
Oh no, you didn't make it?
No, I didn't make it over there.
Bummer.
Yesterday was a lot of trying to accomplish things and not being able to accomplish anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty dope to hear that you were dashing.
Yeah, I'm glad it's been busy enough to just like to go for it. And I think they must have just came out with the updates to where they have like their gold status and platinum status and stuff. So I think it's just no one's doing it right now. And I tend to go back to DoorDash every time the weather turns sour, because that's when people stop doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're the people who are like, well, now I'm not going to go drive because it's cold outside. Or
Oh,
whatever.
100%. And they're half scared to drive their vehicles in this.
Well, luckily this year we haven't had to deal with any type of fucking weather at all, really.
But just enough to piss a guy off where he can't be outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this week, ideally, if the pressure washer that I had rented was working, then I could have gotten a house pressure washed. Instead, I had to rip apart a pressure washer for it to not work,
That wasn't yours.
and then just to
Yeah.
take it back.
Yeah.
So that was sweet.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh, speaking of old Pryor, you know how we had that bench sitting in there? That was Nick and Sean's bench.
Yeah.
We moved to that one. Well, there's a hole in the floor that's cut out. That bench was over it, and I didn't realize it. I fell in the hole not once, but twice today.
Oh.
I was like looking up at the ceiling, and then I'm backing up, and then
Oh no.
and bro, if I did not fall like a fucking turtle today.
And then just oh no.
And then to get up
Oh.
and then fall in the same fucking hole like not but 10 minutes later.
You go to this side of the room, turn around, and come back, and then yeah. Oh,
Exactly.
man.
And then right in the fucking hole. I was like, it makes sense why this bench was there.
That does make sense.
How did I not see this hole before? Oh, because there was a bench on.
And then fall into it again.
Right after you just did it once, you think you learn.
I am so glad somebody didn't have a Ring doorbell. I'm carrying Taco Bell, dude, and it was 3 large red Gatorades in a carrier and like a big bag of shit. And I was looking at the door numbers and I missed a step. So like I was thought, you know, it was one of those where you think you're gonna step but you don't, and like almost went down like with everything, and it would have just been face plant because I wouldn't have had any hands to protect myself. So I'm so glad that I recovered, didn't spill anything, and no one had a Ring doorbell because it would have been boom. And then you even hear me say that on the way up the stairs. So glad there wasn't a Ring doorbell.
I've definitely done that while delivering. It is
Yeah.
the worst is like when with the drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can usually recover pretty easily with the food, but the drinks is a whole nother story.
You know what Dairy Queen did to me? They put a drink in a bag.
That's usually how they do it.
Really?
Yep.
For me, that was very awkward.
Was it a drink or was
I
it
think it was a
a?
milkshake.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Then.
But it was still awkward because then I'm just like, as it's sitting in the bag in my car, I'm like, I don't even know if it's sitting upright. Like,
Do you get the card for the?
mm,
Yeah, me either. Like, oh, I have like 3 of them, but I just never.
yeah. What do you get, a free ice cream or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
After 10 deliveries,
Yeah.
but I always would get it and then just forget to do it.
Yeah, and I try to stick to the heights. I try not to go too far because it just works easier.
That's dope that you can stay in the heights with it. I'm like, with Uber, it'll send you to Laurel, to Lockwood, literally all over, and you can set up, like times, I guess like zones that you prefer.
Mm,
But if you do, you're not getting work.
yeah.
Uber works way better if you're in all the zones, going.
I just get. I declined one today that was into downtown because it was only like $6, and I probably should have taken it, but I was like, no, I don't want to go into downtown for $6, and then waited 2 minutes and got a $7 order for Heights to Heights, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that one instead. So I'm kind of starting to get stingy with my orders. There was a $4 one to Lockwood the other day. I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to Lockwood for $4. Nope.
Not gonna do it.
No, and then yeah, I did the rest of my Christmas shopping yesterday. A little
Nope.
bit today. It's in the trunk of the car.
Very nice, very nice. Who all were you shopping for this year?
My mom, my brother, and I got Kaylee a little bit of stuff too.
Oh, look at you go.
Yeah. Are you a professional rapper? Are you good at rapping presents?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Had 11 years of practice.
I'm pretty fire myself.
So
Yeah.
you take it seriously.
Yeah. My mom was really good. She taught me good. Nice clean lines.
Can you rap any type of present?
Now, of course, you know your classic sphere, your classic cube shape is always the easiest to wrap, you know. But I can usually do pretty good in tricky situations.
Well, cause see, if you notice, there is a bucket of blocks over there, and
Oh, the bucket of blocks.
that's a cylinder. Cylinders can be a little tricky, making it look pretty.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm gonna hide my fold underneath it.
And then on the one that comes up, if you fold, you're gonna have to do it in like an 8-piece fold.
One piece.
One fold
I'm
over.
doing one piece all the way around.
Yeah, no, one piece all around. And then when I'm talking, once you have your cylinder coming up, then your fold in. If you do like an 8 by fold down, I think you can end up with a pretty good top on it.
Almost looks like you're getting ready to throw up some gang signs.
We're just wrapping presents up here, putting tops on them, you know, getting the cube, rolling it up, rolling my triangles, flipping the edges, taping it down. That could be
I'm
incorporated.
trying to
as
think of
gang
like back in
signs.
the day, like the dance moves, like in the Bay and stuff. They used to do the box. They used to go like.
Oh.
That's basically what you're doing with the rapping.
Okay. Because I was thinking, yeah, like the you remember the classic lawnmower? That was one of my. I'm really good at a lawnmower. It's the extent of my dance moves. I can't floss like a lawnmower. But I wonder if I should make one that's the rapping the present.
Right there. I mean, between those three moves, I think you solid.
Yeah, because if you fold up the box and then you're wrapping the paper and then you gotta open the tape and put it on. You lost it with the neck movements there, man.
I don't know. You look
I don't know,
exactly like your brother.
I was thinking what kind of Slim Shady-ish today.
Mm-mm.
8
Nothing
Mile.
Slim Shady about you. You look more like Cheddar Bob.
Timu Cheddar Bob. Yes, I'll take
Cheddar
it,
Bob
man.
looking ass.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll take it, dude.
Dude, how about my Vikings beating your Seahawks?
Yeah, that was actually a really good game. I did watch the final, like, 8 minutes of that game.
Dude, that touchdown to Justin Jefferson.
No, I figured they were going to win. I was surprised my Seahawks even did as good as they did. But then Geno's interception, even EJ was like, leave it to Geno. And I was like, no way, dude. Metcalf did not run the right route.
No, but also leave it to Geno. Geno's
not great.
No.
I wish we would have moved
I
on
won't-
from Geno, but
I wonder how many teams he's played on now.
it's been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's never been.
Did you see Kirk
No.
Cousins gets benched?
Yeah, I did see that.
It made me
Little
kind of happy.
Cousins.
I was like, see, I knew this dude. We needed him when he was surrounded by some of the biggest playmakers of all time, and you still couldn't win the Super Bowl. You're like, come on now. You didn't even need to do anything. You just needed not get tackled and not throw interceptions.
Yeah, Russell Wilson lost the game for the Steelers versus the Falcons too, or not the Falcons, the Ravens.
Shout out DJ. Baltimore really needed that.
Yeah. It's weird, man. It's we did a little bit of quarterback talk, me and my dad, and it's such a weird place in the league right now because you have the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Lions that are making so much noise right now that they're not talking about anybody else.
What are you talking about? This is the part that makes me so irritated about it. Out of the 7 teams that are headed for the playoffs, 3 of them are in my division alone.
Mm-hmm. You guys have the hardest to. Usually the Seahawks do. Usually a couple years ago, the
You guys-
Rams, the Cardinals, and
Are the Seahawks out then?
yeah, we're like in the hunt, but I doubt.
Should be out. And
We might get a wild card for some crazy reason. If we do, we should. We don't really.
San
deserve it.
Francisco is out?
Yeah, I think that's who I think we're like. I think it's one of those things that are like 4 things have to happen for us to make it in. But like I have kind of stopped paying attention to the Seahawks as much, and I'm kind of more hoping Josh Allen goes for a Super Bowl because I like Josh Allen as a player. He's
See,
from Wyoming too.
well, I love Josh Allen as well. And he's damn good for the Bills. And they have my boy over there playing for the Bills as well. So get it, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I'd like to see it, but I'm not claiming a diehard Seahawks fan like I used to. I'm not.
I'm a Vikings fan through and through.
Yeah.
We get there. We might not win it, but hell, we showed up and shook everybody's hand and then went home.
That's right now. You guys have a good team.
But I mean, it doesn't.
It sucks.
That's the thing
because-
that's so irritating. It's like we have such a great team, and then everybody else decides to be good as well.
Yeah. It's when you guys are having any other year. If you didn't have Mahomes that took over on the Chiefs and the Bills killing it this year, the Vikings would be getting talked about
Well, the thing is, I'm not
a lot
even
more.
so much worried about the AFC side of it. Just, I mean, we're either going to have to play Detroit
Mm-hmm.
or we're going to have to play the Packers.
Hopefully it's the Packers because Detroit's hot.
But now I was like, both of them. We have to play the Packers
Mhm.
next week, and then we have Detroit the following week
Mhm.
after that.
Yeah, that's your.
And they get the tiebreaker on us.
Like I said, it sucks that that division's the hot division right now because when the 49ers were killing it, the worst of that division was the Cardinals. Our division.
Because
the
what
Seahawks
is
was hot.
the, what is the, I would love, this would be one of those great times to have DJ here.
Hmm.
To know what the rankings on the AFC side of things are.
Well, I can beat DJ real quick.
Because I'm interested to see like how many, because has Kansas City lost how many games, and how many games has they lost? 3 games?
I think so, right? So let's find out. Standings. AFC Bills 12-3, 14-1. The Chiefs have only lost 1.
Okay.
Steelers and Ravens are tied on their division at 10-5, which is crazy.
And then, okay, now go up to the top and then go to the NFC side. Okay. Now you notice which 2 teams are 13-2.
Lions and Vikings, and that's it.
And then we have the Packers at 11-4. So my division and the Eagles
Yep, 12-2.
basically have have more wins, less losses, and somehow got seeded below.
Mm-hmm. Even I didn't know the Commanders were 10-5, bro. The Washington Commanders at 10-5.
But it's just crazy that they'll be like, they would have the Rams in or the Falcons in
right at 9.
over.
That's just the weirdest thing about divisions, right?
Oh,
You
100%.
win
I
your
mean,
division at 9-6. The Rams, if they win the division, then they go and they could win it. They could win the whole Super Bowl if they get a string of good luck.
and like right now, we have the Packers next week and then the Lions the following week.
Oh, you have 2 divisional games right in a row at the end of the year, too? I think everyone does, don't they?
I don't think everybody does, but the fact of the matter remains, we still have like 2 of the teams that we're going to play, we could play again in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a rough schedule. That's a rough schedule. Hey, I think Aaron Rodgers needs to retire.
I don't think it really makes a difference. I mean, I'm just like, there's going to be a lot of upset individuals this year who have had really good teams, and just not going to win it.
Yep. It's the league is definitely changing, man. Watching it with my dad yesterday made me think about when we were watching it back in the day, and the shit that these receivers are doing and the quarterbacks are doing, unheard of back in 20 years ago when I was 9 years old watching football with my dad. You know what I mean?
Are you just like the the speed of the game, the catching that they're able to do.
Just like the catching, and not so much like the one-handed crazy grabs, but these ones where like they're not even going out for it, and all of a sudden they're just like, and the ball was placed so perfect that he can just do that. You know, it's just crazy. It's just, yeah, maybe the speed and placement.
I was gonna say the speed of the game is the one thing that really just went through the roof. When you guys got guys going through the combine running fours, you have 300-pounders who can run sixes in the combine. So it's like,
Can't remember who it was, but freaking one of the Ravens running backs. It wasn't Henry, and he just like this defender totally had him, but he's just so fast that he just got to the outside of him, to the outside. And
I was gonna say Sam Darnold is not Sam.
Sam Darnold's the quarterback.
Yeah, it was Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm.
The defensive tackle is a monster. There's guys who tower over him, and because just how fast he is, he's able to split gaps.
Yeah.
And he's freakishly strong. But I'm getting to the point with the NFL players that I don't even know half of them.
Yeah, it's playing fantasy kind of kept me paying attention to that more, but I haven't played fantasy in a few years. But I know the main ones. I haven't been paying attention to a lot of defensive players, really.
I kind of pay attention to my own team, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. I haven't even done that. Like I said, the most football I've watched in a long time was with my dad last night, just doing some recaps.
That's why I was kind of laughing, because I'm like, the fact that you guys are sitting down and watching football means there isn't too much else going on.
Mm-hmm. It's just a classic, man. We're going to watch some games tomorrow. They're on Netflix tomorrow.
Very nice. Surprised is your brother getting after it since he's home with your dad? He's not.
He's in Tennessee, bro. They're doing Christmas at the old lady's place.
Oh, snap. I didn't know they took off.
Mm-hmm. Drove him to the airport on Friday.
Oh, snap. I had no idea.
Monday, and I gotta go pick him up on Friday.
That makes sense why you're off dashing.
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Because, that's dope. I'm excited for him.
Yeah, that should be cool. They're going down, hang out with their family for a little bit, and then next year they'll do Thanksgiving there and Christmas here. So go back and switch back and forth. It's a good little switch off.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure he's hitting the sauce right about now. If he's down there, getting after it.
Yeah. Grandpa probably brought out the moonshine again. I'm kidding.
No,
Grandpa has some good moonshine down there. Oh damn, I don't even fucking been down there, and I start thinking about that moonshine now. Just kidding, down there, man. Oh damn. Gotta be careful, get that sour vanilla poisoning.
You like you like some moonshine?
I'm not a huge drinker, but if it's not overly make you want to throw up, because he definitely, when I was down there visiting, I did partake in some moonshine, and he brought out like 4 or 5 different ones, and once you got to that last one, it was like make you throw up if you drink 2 shots of that, for sure.
And I refuse to sit here and think that any alcohol is tasty. It all tastes like ugh, but you just what doesn't make you go ugh? I think that's what alcohol is.
Yeah, it's poison, dude.
100%. But I like, the individuals who are like, yes, I love the smoky flavor. I'm like, get over yourself. It tastes like ass, and you're just trying to get drunk.
Yeah, I don't think I enjoy any alcohol. Like, to the point where, like, I would go out of my way just to have it.
Yeah.
Not, like, if I'm drinking it, it's because I'm trying to get drunk.
I will say, when we were doing, because we were having like Sunday fun days, We were doing that for a hot minute. And when it's winter out and you start your morning with some rum chata and in your coffee, it's not bad. It's a hell of a Sunday fun day.
I've never done any type of hot alcoholic beverage. Like, no, I don't think I've ever done like a warm eggnog or a, spiked hot chocolate or anything like that, or any coffee with alcohol. So I'd be interested to see the effects of a morning coffee alcohol. But
Yeah, I was going to say, your brother, you get really after the hair of the dog.
do some Baileys in your coffee.
Oh, 100%. There was back in the day working at Associated, getting the day started correctly.
That's
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm here.
Simply the break room, fucking creamery.
Associated was pretty bad about that. I mean, like Friday, as soon as you were done, you twist off and just get after it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we ever had a job like that where we were just on the spot drinking as soon as we got off the clock. Probably the closest was when I lived downtown Juneau, worked down there, get home and drink a little bit every night. But never had a real alcohol problem like at a job.
I was like, at the time, it definitely didn't even seem like it was a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just everybody's doing it.
Yeah, and you just got a freaking
My-
back in your car or whatever.
I was like, my literal boss has a big ass bottle of vodka in his drawer that he drinks on during the day.
Can't say nothing.
Man, yeah. Those Taco Bell was that way. Associated was that way. Then I got to Grand Vision and it was more fancy.
Speaking of Taco Bell, man, I was picking up a DoorDash order.
Oh, did you get the nuggies?
I didn't yet. Have you?
No.
No. But I was sitting there waiting for an order, and apparently I show up and they're putting up signs that say no more breakfast. And it was like pretty freaking early. Well, apparently someone ordered 22 fucking Crunch Wraps. Or it was like 14 Crunch Wraps and the rest were hash browns or something. And so that was the order right before mine, and then there was two other people waiting for orders as well. But I hear this guy, and he may have been on the phone with DoorDash. I don't know. He's like, "Why is my store getting so many more orders?" I was like, "Dang, this guy's pissed." We took them all out of breakfast in like one order.
Well, yeah, and that's...
Yeah.
I've done that to a McDonald's. I've ordered 25 McGriddles, and they're not ready, and they do get very mad.
Yeah. Like, I get it. I look at mine, it's like, mine says 14 items, and I'm like, oh shit, he's bitching about my order. And then the other guy's like, yeah, I got 22 items on mine. I'm like, oh shit, no, cool. I'm off the hook.
Well, I was going to say, Taco Bell's funny. Like, the receipts, sometimes I'll have like 47 items, but 30 of them are hot sauces.
Yeah, sauces. Yeah. And that's when I looked at mine and I was like, oh, mine's a few things. Actually, that was the same order that I almost fell down the stairs with. It wasn't Taco Bell order. It was that one.
Oh, that's too damn funny. Bringing it full circle.
Hell yeah. Did you ever finish your Uncle Russ story? He
Uh,
popped up in the window and then
yeah,
we
he
just
did.
chatted?
Well, he was just,
Yeah.
he was going on about all kinds of things. He was telling some dirty jokes. I told him, I was like, when the hell are you going to get on the podcast? And he was like, I don't know if you want me on the podcast or whatever. But he wants to be on the podcast. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys probably don't want me on your podcast or whatever. And
Shut up, Uncle Russ.
exactly.
Get in here, tell it to the microphone.
Facts.
Oh, that's funny.
So we got to get that set up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was thinking I shared one of Mitchell's, that Montana Block Company video. We should get him in too. Once we start doing guest stuff, it'd be really cool to highlight his business.
I thought about that. And Mitchell, you know what's up. But I don't know if Mitchell's clientele, he wants to mix his clientele with our clientele.
Very true. But still just doing an interview
He might decline.
He doesn't have to share it on his end.
No, I was like, he probably will decline
Yeah, he might.
because
I mean, it makes sense.
we could shoot for it. We could ask him, but for some reason, I have a feeling he's going to decline.
Your people aren't buying cutting boards. I love their work though.
Yeah, they do great work. Him and I believe the guy's name is Sean that works for him. Yeah, they put out amazing products. I've shared a bunch of his stuff that he's done. He's always, he's reached out, said thank to me.
Yeah.
I did some lacquer project for him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And
I've been in his little studio, his little workshop before.
oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He had me fill in oil bottles.
Yeah, I've actually was helping sanding, maybe doing some edging. He even let us do a little project for Izzy in there once.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I was in there
Oh, yeah.
gluing blocks, running them through the planer,
Oh yeah.
and
It's a process, man. That shit is a process.
it's gotten so much more finessed and cleaned up as the years have gone by too.
Mhm.
He's another one. He's kind of inspired a guy to, even the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
back when Billy was working for him. Well, because you kind of get an idea of the little bit of you have to be little cutthroat, little emotionless. You know what I mean? From Mitchell's standpoint, he's done everything you're supposed to do business wise.
Yeah.
Keep emotions and like
Everything is
the
that,
logic. This is what this is.
100%. Yeah.
And he never had a problem being like, even with somebody who's like his, a really good friend, being like, nope, numbers don't add up. Sorry. Me, I'm not. I will never be able to be that. Kind of have to make my own lane just with the product I put out.
Yeah. It's tough. It's a tough thing once your friends become like partners in a business. You know, it
Mhm.
definitely changes the game.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm over here like, yeah, by all means, come be partners. Take all the weight off my shoulders. We can all be proficient painters and drywallers and all of it. Until you actually have to do it, and then you're like, well, this sucks a lot more than.
Sucks a lot more than I thought I remember.
Well, like today, I went out there solo dolo. Bryce was, so I was just up stupid early at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? And then I was like trying to fall back asleep. And I just got up, went and headed down to Home Depot as soon as I could, went and picked up what I needed from there, and then grabbed a coffee, hit the road out to Pryor and got after it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so Bryce hit me up when I was on my way out there, like, so what's the plan? Like, I'm already here. It's kind of one of those things I was like, I don't know. Didn't really want to make anybody else work on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's humble of you.
That'd be a tough part. Like when we get to like this next year, it'll be really interesting because then I think you'll see it. And you'll be like, it's worth it, but also this is even more exhausting than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everything getting more exhausting when it's supposed to be getting easier?
No, it's just like when you're cleaning something, it's gotta get a little bit messy before it can get organized, or at least organizing something. Because if you have a cluttered room, you gotta get everything out of that room, or at least away so you can put it back in its proper place. So
Oh, 100%.
it makes sense. As long as you treat life like a dirty broom, it's all good.
Mr. Jordan Peterson, 12 rules for life over here.
Yeah. Treat life like a dirty room. Say fuck it. Live with the roaches.
Doesn't? Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
No.
I was living at the trailer, bro. I was living so bummy. Mattress, you know what I mean? Me and Nando and Max over there, Tiffany, the other dog, She was a border collie Aussie healer mix.
Mm.
So I mean,
Dog hair everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That place was. By the time I had left, I was like, thank God that my name is off the lease and good luck, Luddy. It was just.
Mm. I lived like a little bit of that in high school. Lived with my buddy Biddy, and we did not clean that house very often.
Which is wild, because that's high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
So you're like, I went from, this is California, I went and I graduated. I moved in with Kelly in San Mateo, and I was living upstairs in like an attic.
Yeah, you kind of told me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like Anne Frank, tucked away in the attic.
Just hiding away from everybody. Oh man. No, I got pretty lucky, man. Everybody I lived with, like when I lived with Joe in Alaska, I think we were trying to impress girls so much that we always kept the house clean. Or maybe he's just naturally a little bit cleaner, but then living with EJ, he is all about cleaning and it's kind of instilled some good practices in me. And then so yeah, I do get pretty annoyed if I got like a sink full of dishes. Yeah, I'll have to be like, all right, let's gotta fix this. Gotta do something.
I see. Like the luxury of time, I suppose. I feel like that's when, like, if I don't have anything going on, it's super easy to keep everything on top of everything.
Yeah, I need to stop doom scrolling and go do my laundry. Isn't that what I'm gonna tell myself every time I'm just doom scrolling and like can't figure out what I want to do? And just go do some laundry.
It's awesome when you're in prior because you can't use your phone. So I've gotten kind of used to like not even using my phone.
Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of a nice breakaway from always having it in your nose.
I'm
kinda
just
cool.
using it for like looking things up. Most of the time I'm on there, I'm usually like looking at a cute meme to send the wife, or that's about it. There's far less even motivational stuff than there was before.
Your algorithm's toast.
Not yet so much toast. I mean, it's pretty awesome. There's a lot of like, I don't know where like all the accidents or like the pranks came from, but it goes like loving, and then all of a sudden there's a couple guys hiding in trash bags, knocking on the door of a giant, and then
what did you send me? The fucking. I'm gonna have to pull it up and play it on stream. You remember? I can't remember exactly what I was gonna come up to you and just say it today. It was I was like, this is great. It's so motivational. I needed this.
Big ups, bro.
I say to this person, bites the same,
Yeah.
but with nose and dogs. And then he say, whatever tickles your fancy. What? No.
But
Please
no.
do not, please do not tickle my fancy. I don't know where is my fancy, but I'm feeling a certainty level that is high. That I do not feel your fingers. Your fingertips making strange motions
On my fancy.
On my fancy.
It's my fancy.
You said it. It's yours. Tickle your
yeah.
fancy. It's my fancy.
You even said it. It's my fancy. Why don't you go tickle your fancy?
So I've been getting stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great. I got that last night, and it's just like, it's fucking phenomenal. As soon as I see him, I'm gonna be like, "Is that tickle your fancy?"
It just made me think of Ari Mattis when I was doing it. When I yelled that one, I was like, I could definitely see Ari Mattis doing this whole thing.
That's funny. No, it's my fancy.
We gotta tell the people we're gonna be streaming Arc.
Yeah. You'll have to get. I don't know how to do it. but PlayStation can link to Discord
Mhm.
and all that stuff. I don't know.
Plus, Share Factory is on there. It has its own editor built in, so
I've never played around with that too. That would be kind
excited
of
to
cool.
mess around with it though.
Yeah.
But that's the plan.
Yeah,
we
dude, I've also heard not good things. Billy said people are even like trying to get the old Ark and play it over the new one. So, but
I've been having a
we're
lot of
gonna
fun.
we're gonna
I've been
try.
dying a lot, but making progress. I finally have a shelter.
And
a bed.
Huh? Okay, nice. It's especially if we can get everyone to load in at the same time, it definitely you can just get so much done.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Some with like one person on logs, one person on sticks.
Well, I just never because the game mechanics in this one, like everything is like you can reach and grab it. So like you're in grass and then you're hitting triangle and then all of a sudden now you can reach down and grab stuff. Where I thought it was more like Minecraft where you're just like smashing stuff and then it just pops up, you can grab it. Or even Fortnite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it took me a long time to figure out how to actually get anything. I was just bloodying my knuckles on everything, just punching. I'm like, why is my guy all bloodied?
That's so funny.
I found berries finally. That was keeping me living.
I did play some games with EJ, Medieval Dynasty.
What's that one?
It's the most intimate city builder I've ever played. Actually, it's like remember the old games where you build a house and you try to build a town with like from the top down view and you're just kind of controlling as God. This one you're actually a single person that is trying to build a town and you go meet people and invite them to come back to your town and each house that you're building takes like 10 fucking trees that you gotta cut down and shit. So it's actually pretty intricate and it's one that will take a long time to actually develop like a nice town.
That is hilarious. He said intimate. This is one of the most intimate builders.
Well, it's like a city builder, right? It's not like
intricate is the
Sim
word.
City, yeah.
Intricate is the word you
Intricate.
meant, but it's hilarious to think about. It's just some sexy game you're
It's a
building.
game. No, man, it's intimate as in every building. You're actually, you are building each wall in that building. You're not just put a building here, put a
Intricate.
building here. I like
Quit trying to go back to intimate.
Nah, dude, man. You gotta get
It's intricate.
you gotta get into it.
It's a sexy game.
Sexy city.
So intimate. How I put the wall
how I put
the other wall. Ooh.
I put the building next to that building, and you gotta build each building inside the buildings. It's nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Gotta do a wiggle. Wiggledy wop. Oh yeah, but that'll be a fun series. I'm excited for the Ark series.
It'll be fun. So tune in on Mondays.
Monday night.
We're looking to go. We tried to do it last night, but
family being in town,
made it a little difficult.
Yeah, I was nowhere. I didn't even turn my computer on until after my dad went to bed. 10 o'clock, I think. 9 o'clock. Yeah.
I played it for a while last night, and then got into a pretty good spot. And then we were trying to join servers, but I don't know. Maybe it'd probably be easier for you and DJ to play together than it's going to be for me because I'm using the PlayStation.
Yeah.
You guys are both running Xbox Pass.
And I think it should be crossplay, so it should be good, is someone will need to host a server, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I was thinking was needing to be the plan. We just need to...
Because we'll want to do private. We don't want to do a public server. Because if you do public servers, you end up getting fucked up by people. One time, the only time I ever tried to play Ark, I loaded in with Ash and EJ, and they had spent like a whole day building a houseboat. So they come and save me from spawn. We get all the way back to the houseboat, and this had taken us like 2 or 3 hours. As soon as we get back to the houseboat, level 50 guy comes flying in on a dragon, just fucks us up. Burns the whole houseboat to the ground, kills us. They're like, I was like, sorry guys, I think I'm gonna log out. Never log back in again.
That would be pretty brutal if a
Yeah.
dragon literally just destroys all your shit.
Yeah, 3 hours of like,
But how come you're willing to go back to Minecraft then?
well, it's same thing. I'm going to a private server, 1-player game where no one's gonna come in and fuck my shit up.
I don't know. I just like it seemed like every single time you're just losing all your stuff in Minecraft.
Actually, that's probably one of the reasons why I won't go back to Minecraft is because the last world that I lost was literally like thousands of hours. And because it was right when I was going through the divorce, I stopped paying for the server fees. And then they shut the server down. And I think after that, you only have 3 months to get your save file from their servers before they wipe them.
That is so
And it's just
wild,
like,
though.
yeah, it didn't even, it was the last thing on my mind at that time. Had other things going on in my life, so it is what it is. But I probably won't ever go back to Minecraft because I'm losing that world.
I was just always fascinated because like every game I play, if I were just losing it, I'd be not doing this.
That's why I never played hardcore. Hardcore is where it literally deletes the world and all you can do is view it. You can go look at it and that's it.
That's how my son plays, though.
Yeah. Nope.
He's a little savage when it comes to it. I guess that's when it's like, the stakes are real, though.
And I will say, we did No Man's Sky on hardcore, and it's super fun. That's another game where survival style, to where if you can get through the first 3 days, then you're usually pretty set. But then what happens is, you get through those first 3 days, then you live for 3 months, and then you do something stupid and die, and then you're like, ah.
Like even Ark, if I were to run hardcore, like I'm just like these dinosaurs are gonna just. It's so hard right now.
Yeah, let alone if you died, you just lost all of your shit.
Well, the fact that you can get killed by insects, you can kill by tiny little dinosaurs, giant dinosaurs, medium-sized dinosaurs.
All them damn dinosaurs.
You got turtle dinosaurs. You got.
I'm excited. It was always a good game, and I have not spent more than 4 hours in that game, so I'm excited actually.
It actually is fun as hell. I think the mechanics look a lot like Rust. And Rust always looked fun as hell. I just never had the.
That's the same thing. You gotta have. It's a really grindy, and if you're on a public server, you're gonna get fucking robbed.
I was gonna
looted.
say, yeah, you gotta know what you're signing up for. Seeing Rust, though, I think Rust players probably go a little harder in the paint with the destruction side of it.
Yeah. They're fucking ruthless. Sick individuals. If you, I'm just kidding. I actually was watching this video.
You sick rusters.
You Rust playing sick sons of bitch. No, I saw this video and it was like some girl's like, if he plays any of these 5 games, leave him right now. Rust was on that list. I can't remember what else was on. League of Legends was on that list.
Oh, snap.
Never been a League of Legends guy. Can't remember what else, but it was a pretty funny video. It was the list where I was like, I have never really played any of those games, so I think I'm good.
Nice. I was gonna say, as long as Fallout wasn't on there.
Nope, not a Fallout on that list.
Dope.
It was only 5 games, and like I said, it was games that I had never played before, so I was safe.
You ever play Kingdom Hearts?
No, Izzy, we have it on the PlayStation because Izzy tried to play it a little bit. Kind of cool because it's all the Disney characters.
I'm trying to think of games that were like really, really big.
Final Fantasy? Never played the Final Fantasy. None of the series.
Yeah, I played basically all of them.
Yeah. I don't know. Nowadays I'm a survival crafting kind of guy. Either that or like simulators. Like Sledders is technically a snowmobile simulator.
Did you do the Skyrims?
Not a whole lot. No, probably less than 10 hours into Skyrims. Played a little with people, but never like made it through a whole storyline.
How about Diablo?
The last one, Diablo 4, was the only one that we really got down on. Me, Ash, and EJ played that one.
I remember playing an old school game with your brother that he had. It was like Wizards and something. where you're on a tiny little map and you go try to take over somebody else's color.
Mm.
That one's hard.
He used to play Lords of Dragoon as well.
Still plays that one.
Yeah, which is like one of the very first really long, like intricate games that he would play.
That's on the PS1.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is hard as hell.
4 discs
he-
or something like that?
3 discs on that one.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
For
Like,
PlayStation 1.
well, just like the multiple discs to play a game
Yeah.
was cutting edge.
Back then, well, now you don't even need it. Now you can fit all the games on one, but still, back
Well,
then
that
was
like
impressive.
discs are almost obsolete. Everything is just
100%,
downloadable
yeah.
content.
Download
And then you're forced to have the internet. That's the one. I remember back in the day when they were like, you got to have the internet to play this. I was like, you sons of bitches.
hmm But did you know that's why video games have not increased in price over the years? Is that the demand for physical copies has gotten lower, so therefore they're not making as many discs, because if they were still making all discs, we'd probably be paying $120 for our games instead of $60. But now, since the distributing and marketing process is different, the games get to stay at $60.
How man, there's just always something about having that physical copy. At least you could always plug it in and play it.
Or sell it. Right? Go pawn it. Worst or came to worst or whatever. Take it to your buddy's house and play it on his system. Yeah.
Or just the ability to still have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, internet goes down. Everybody's just shit out of luck.
Yep. 100%. Because, yeah, if you can't get to your cloud save storage.
Do you have any physical copy games?
Yeah. Ooh. For the PlayStation 4, we have a few. Not a lot. For my computer, none. Because my computer doesn't even have a disk drive.
I think I got a few PS3 games. If I had to, I could hook up the Wii. I got a few of them games.
Mm-hmm. Switch, we do have 2 Switch games. So
I was gonna say I could have asked to borrow Nando's Switch during the apocalypse.
yeah.
Son, let me play your Switch. We had to charge it off the car real quick.
You know, if you're post-apocalyptic, that Switch is like gold, and he ain't letting you have no time with it.
Oh, 100% he's not.
Yeah.
I was like, fine, the Ravagers are gonna get you then. Don't.
You just roll down the back window. No, window's unlocked. Give me the Switch, then I'll roll your window back up. You're gonna get me eaten by a walker, Dad.
You would let me get eaten, Dad? Well, I'm really trying to play some Super Mario Brothers.
Come on, play that Mario Kart.
You've been playing Zelda for your whole life. Let me play Zelda.
You've been playing Zelda this entire road trip across the country. You ain't ever once stopped for gas.
What's your first go-to spot during zombie apocalypse? Where you headed to first?
Costco.
But like, because that's where everybody's gonna be. Like, is it guns? Is that where you're going to first?
I was thinking I would go to Costco for food and shelter, but guns probably wouldn't be a bad place to go. So
You're going guns, your very first thing?
just going home. Let's come back to my brother's house real quick. Then I'll go to Costco.
I would not want to go to a really big Costco where everybody's going to be at.
Oh, those 10 people weren't zombies yet? I was just getting them early.
I think I'm headed to an IGA. I think I'm going to head to the last IGA.
Last IGA. Oh yeah, but a grocery store of some sort to get some provisions, and then
Hell no, I ain't going to Walmart.
nah.
Sam's Club's going to be crazy. Costco's going to be crazy.
If you go to Walmart, that's where the zombie virus started, bro. So that's just fucking patient zeros in there, dude. Don't go to Walmart.
Well, everybody, that's the time we have for you today.
Sorry, Walmart.
Sorry, Walmart, unless you sponsor us.
Yeah, then we'll take all that back.
Yeah.
It'll start at Target.
Yeah. Switch into the next.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here, as always.
get on there and like and share and subscribe. Leave a comment. Shout out to Whole Jesus, my wife, and you're watching us.
Yeah. Merry
Appreciate you
Christmas
guys.
to everybody. We will be back Thursday.
Thursday.
We will not have a Christmas video coming out.
Yeah,
I guess we could record us wrapping some presents and just post that.
something.
Maybe.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
see.
But either way, we'll be back on Thursday. So until then, we are out.
Bye.